Few hints in this video to help you through practice problems numbers 1 and 2 from the 5.09 assignment. Number 1 reads, a bucket is put under a leaking ceiling. The amount of water in the bucket doubles every minute. So that tells you this leak is getting worse, by the way. After 8 minutes, the bucket is full. After how many minutes is the bucket half full? Now, this is more of a logic question than what we've been working with. It's kind of like a fun problem to see, can you do this or can you not, just for giggles. But regardless, I suggest and recommend your strategy is to make a table, and you have how many minutes have passed, and then what amount of the bucket is full. All right. So you started out, you had an empty bucket, right? But you know, as the time passed, when you got down here to 8 minutes, you ended up with a full bucket at 8 minutes, okay? So that right there is a known fact. My suggestion is to work backwards. How much of a bucket did you have at 7 minutes, at 6, so on and so forth? And I think in working backwards from the known information, you'll be able to answer this question relatively easily. Practice problem number 2. I just want to give you a heads up. You have a 3-bedroom house in Birdville. It's sold for $190,000. If housing prices are expected to increase by 1.8% annually in that town, write an explicit formula that models the price of the house in T years. Find the price of the house in 5 years. I just want to give you a heads up. It doesn't explicitly state but this particular problem is a compounding interest problem, so you are going to use our compound interest formula for this particular problem, all right? So understand, they give you enough information. They tell you the initial value of the home, so you know your principal amount. You know that the rate of increase is going to be 1.8%, which remember as a decimal, that 0.018. But don't forget that you will be adding 1 to that 1.08, and that after you write your initial function, so there's 2 parts to this. After you write your initial function, then you have to use that function, and the time that you're going to utilize is going to be 5. So it's a 2-part question. Make sure you do both of those portions prior to moving on.